Hello, everybody. Just wanted to give you another update on my law school journey of a working mom. I'm nearing the end of my LSAT training with Manhattan Prep, and I just wanted to give you a brief update on how my practice tests have been going. So, the first few practice tests I took, oh my, they were very bad. I think at one point I actually did worse than my original diagnostic test. And I think that can be attributed to a couple of things. When I took this test, my son woke me up in the middle of the night before, and I didn't get back to sleep basically at all. So he woke me up at like 3 a.m. and that was pretty much it. And you might be thinking, well, why didn't you just wait till you could take the test on a better day? That doesn't always work out for me. So, if you've watched my previous videos, I have two young children, a full time job, and a husband. I need a 3 hour segment to take this, a 3 hour period to take a practice test. So, as you might suspect, 3 hours for me, a 3 hour chunk of time at an optimal time to take the test does not come around often. There's really only one day per week where I get time to do a practice test. Otherwise, I have to wait till late night in the middle of the night, at like after 9:30 or 10 to do a 3 hour test when I've already worked all day and done what I needed to do for the kids. So that doesn't really give me a lot of opportunity, so to speak. So I have to take the test no matter what, even if it was under the worst conditions possible. So that's exactly what it was. I did really bad. I think I had made like a 145 or something horrible. But thereafter, things started to look up. I've done two more practice tests and under better conditions. I wouldn't say optimal. So the test that I did after the one that was very bad, I think I made a 152, and that test was it was timed, but it was timed sections, so it wasn't a solid block of 3 hours, and I was able to get that done, on a different day because, like I said, I don't have the 3 hour period, so I did it throughout the day, section by section, and I made a 152. So I did my last practice test, which again the night before. Now it was this time was my daughter woke me up in the middle of the night. However, I was able to get back to sleep for a few hours. So she woke me up at like 2 a.m., coming in my bed with some kind of a nightmare. I went back to sleep, I think, within 30 minutes. Albeit restless sleep, I was able to get back to sleep. And I made and today, was the day that I took the test, and I made a 154. And that test was done, 3 hours in a solid sections in a row, where you do the first three sections, then a 15-minute break, and then the last two sections. So I did a full 5 section timed test under, reasonable conditions. So I will say that I feel like I'm inching up a little bit, but I have less than a month to go before the actual test. So I don't know if that's going to be sustained. I'm just trying the best that I can, and I know I have a goal of 165. I don't know if that's going to be obtainable or attainable. I'm shooting for it because I know with that score, I'm probably, can definitely go to the school that I want to go to. If I get something a little lower, I could probably still apply, but then my chances will be lower. So 165 is still my goal. I'm taking 2 prep tests per week going forward. So I intend to take 8 more prep tests. And I hope I can get the time in. I hope I can improve. I hope I have time to study and then also accomplish all the other things I need to do with working and my children. So stay tuned for more updates. Let me know if you have any questions about Manhattan Prep. So far, so good. I still like their strategy. It's a very mixed strategy, always constantly going back to the different things that you've already learned. some of the things that we go over in the live session are harder than what you learn in the basics, and I think overall it is worth the money so far. Especially if I'm seeing a test score, incrementally improving given my circumstances. But at any rate, stay tuned, I guess, and let me know if you have any questions, comments. Again, I'm just hoping for the best here.